Hi, I'm Bob Dell, president of the Water School, and I'm traveling this week in Dominican Republic, a Caribbean island just off the coast of South America. And I am visiting communities in this area to assess the water situation. Dominican Republic is a country with about 9 million people, and they have a very high unemployment rate. In fact, a high rate of employment in very menial jobs, very subsistence type work. And so the people are quite poor and can't afford a lot of things like water and like the necessities of life. So we've been traveling this week looking at those communities to see if we can help with Water School's program that has been so successful in other parts of the world. Yesterday we visited the area of La Cienega. It's an area of about 50,000 people living very close to the Osama River, a highly polluted river. In fact, they tell me it's the second most polluted river in Dominican Republic. And these 50,000 people have very, very minimal health care. They have some primary facilities where they can go to get diagnosis. But if there's any treatment required, they're sent out to hospitals. And at the present time, there is a cholera outbreak in this community. They're normally having problems with dysentery, diarrhea, and other waterborne diseases, but cholera has been a huge issue here since about November of last year. We spoke to the people in the clinics, and they tell us that they had 4,000 cases of cholera last year, and I've had over 4,000 already this year. So there are many running open sewers in La Cienega, and as you can see, they run right down the streets of the village, and many of them come from the public latrines. And when the public latrines are full and it rains, or there's something like the hurricane that came through 2 weeks ago, the latrines overflow, they go into the canals overflow, and that water runs through the village, into the houses, and into the children's homes. And this is how cholera is spread. The people in the communities cannot afford clean water. They purchase their water from trucks. They get some water that is piped into the communities, but there is a huge issue with any of these water supplies. The people in this area get their water from this piped-in system, and there's some question about whether it even starts to be clean. It starts in clean, but you can see that this pipe runs through the areas where the sewers are. So you have piped-in drinking water running through sewers, and the pipes develop cracks, and what gets delivered to the houses most often is contaminated drinking water with the sewage from the canals. The other thing we saw was dogs actually drinking from the sewer lines. And my imagination was that the dog drinks from there and walks in that water and gets sick and leaves behind fecal matter that the children play in. And the children pet the dogs. And so it's a vicious cycle. And that is part of the reason that we need to teach hygiene habits and washing of hands and other things that prevent people from getting contaminated water from that sewage. The children have diarrhea and dysentery regularly, and the problem is that the mothers do not know, or the parents do not know, what causes it. The Water School program is designed to teach people how to clean their own water with a very, very simple technique using solar disinfection. It's combined with educational and promotional materials to teach them hand washing and containing of fecal matter so that the water does not become contaminated and that they don't get sick. The water component is done with a very simple technique called solar disinfection, or SODIS. We take water, we put it in a plastic bottle, put it out in the sun on the roof of their house or on a table for 1 day. And in that day, the ultraviolet rays of the sun destroy the bacteria and make it drinkable. We have a software program, not a hardware program. And we can teach people how to change their own lives and transform themselves so that they do not need to keep coming back to us for the solutions. So what does it cost? Our studies have shown that it costs about $10 to teach a child how to get clean water. By making an investment in water school, you're making an investment in permanent change. Clean water for life.